Hello, it's Carl Kilvington here. I'd like to say welcome to this short video where I'm going to explain what we have to offer at carlkilvington.com to help businesses get ahead and stay ahead in the new economy. I'm a believer that people buy what they want and not what they need, or at least that is until there's a lack of money which moves their focus to the need. So I'm always asking questions to find out what people want and what they think, because feedback and research is where everything starts when we're looking to sell something, whether it be a product or service. This is really in contrast to how people very often begin in business. They normally begin with an idea or a passion, a product or service that they look to push out into the market, rarely doing the necessary research to find out if there's already a hungry crowd of buyers with cash buying that type of product or service. Now, the majority of business owners and advisors and support organisations that I speak with tell me the same thing right now. That is that there's plenty of general advice and guidance on offer to businesses, but what's missing is the specific detail, the know-how and the tools to take action which will deliver results. The main reason that my site, carlkilvington.com, exists is because I found it difficult to find the information I required, and I had to get out there, find those people that knew what to do and to learn off them. That launched me into the internet marketing community, and since then I've met many super friends online and across the world that I'm now privileged to call friends, including Facebook and Google insiders. If you have a look around my site, you'll notice that it's our intention to provide what's needed that the individual businesses wish to receive it, or the way they wish to receive it. The site continues to evolve with us adding more resources by the day, but what we offer is a do-it-yourself option or a done-for-you option, because the most important thing above all else is that of taking action and implementing those specifics that make the difference and deliver results. We provide the specific detail, the know-how, the strategies and the tools, the modules, the products to allow people to empower themselves and to become self-sufficient. It's the same principle really as we learnt at school. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for life. Now, above all else, the most important thing that business owners tell me that they want right now is more leads, more customers, more sales, and ultimately more profit. So, how do we attract more customers and ultimately put more profit into businesses? Well, first of all, before we decide on the plan and then develop the strategies to meet the plan, we first have to understand where the economy and the markets are heading in order to maximise our opportunities at the right time. It's a bit like surfing. You need to meet the wave at the right time with your board in the correct position to get on and ride the wave. And I believe a business is no different. Also, first of all, we must recognise where we've come from and where we're heading. So, this is what I know. The psychology of the new economy will be driven by the principles and techniques of the internet marketing community which we are a part of. It's based on a principle of what we call the EUI. That's education, understanding and implementation, and leveraging technology with systems and processes in a world where we build relationships before trying to sell. We're going to be social and collaborative, because it's when we help others to succeed that we succeed ourselves. And everyone does better when they work together with an abundant mindset as opposed to one of scarcity. Since the year 2000, the internet's been a direct marketing medium, where marketing has been one way with messages being pushed out. During this time it's been a period of consumerism. Now that's where people are purchasing goods and consuming materials in excess of their basic needs. Consumerism arrived just before the Industrial Revolution. It was during the 19th century, in fact, that capitalist development and the Industrial Revolution were primarily focused on the capital goods sector and industrial infrastructure. That's being mining, steel, oil, transportation networks, communication networks, industrial cities and financial centres. The working classes worked long hours for low wages, as much as 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. There was little time for money or consumer activities. Also, capital goods and infrastructure were durable and took a long time to be used up. Henry Ford, amongst other leaders of industry, understood that mass production presupposed Mass consumption. After observing the assembly lines in the meat packaging industry, the assembly line in other industries were created, and this unleashed incredible productivity and reduced the cost of all commodities produced on assembly lines. While previously the norm had been the scarcity of resources, the Industrial Revolution created a new, unique economic situation. For the first time in history, products were available in outstanding quantities and at outstandingly low price, thus becoming available and affordable to virtually everyone, and so began the era of mass consumption. However, we're now past the tipping point of consumerism in the Industrial Revolution. It's all over, and we're now already into the age of information and learning, accelerating towards augmented reality through technologies like apps and QR codes. Since 2010 we've been moving into the social economy, where the marketing medium builds relationships in order to sell. The evolution of HTML5 and mobile technology will allow the social marketing medium to be pervasive and ubiquitous, moving us into a prosumerism society. What does that mean? A prosumer is a proactive customer, one who becomes active to help personally improve or design the goods and services of the marketplace, transforming it and their roles as consumers. In a prosumer economy, it's believed that free choice of consumers should dictate the economic structure of a society, and where the producing consumer, a prosumer, creates goods for their own use and also possibly to sell. Now also in the prosumers are professional consumers, and they're better informed consumers who buy top grade or best value products, or at least they think they are. This group also includes a broader target for marketers and advertisers, because this group are influencing markets all over the globe. They're empowered by new technologies and improved access to information. Prosumers are highly knowledgeable and demanding consumers. Where we begin with all of our programs is with psychology, because this is what we believe is the most neglected and critically important piece of the jigsaw to business and life success. Our results are directly related to our thinking. In fact, we believe that business success is attributed to 70% psychology and only 30% activities. Let me explain on the next slide. As you can see here, our thoughts naturally create feelings, and it's those feelings that we have that we act upon and take action, and it's the actions that give us the results. Does that seem logical and make sense? I hope so. Let's go on to sustainability in business. Let's consider what's necessary to sustain a business. We use what we call the LUI method. We learn, understand and implement as a process to sustainable knowledge. We need to understand the information once it's been received, and then we must take action and implement the learning, because it's this third step that determines the change in results. Our aim is always to better equip individuals with the relevant information and tools so that they're empowered and can not only help sustain themselves but can help others to do the same with a sharing and caring community spirit. We show how by leveraging latest technologies, and by the way so many are now open source with little or no cost, individuals can be more creative and innovative in ways that allow them to stretch their reach, getting their products and services to new markets, creating leads and ultimately sales and revenue. We show how to systemize and automate processes so that business owners and their staff can spend more time building customer relationships, marketing and growing their business. We also build and teach recurring income business models. Now imagine an HR person being made redundant and struggling to get back into work. Consider the amount of small businesses who desperately need HR expertise in their business but cannot afford a full-time person on, say, £20,000 to £30,000 annual salary. Now, imagine if that HR person knew how to create and run a membership site where they put all of their knowledge and materials for businesses to access for a monthly fee. Let's say just 100 small businesses pay £25 per month to access all of the HR tools and resources to help them with HR in their business. The total HR cost for those businesses is literally £300 a year over a 12-month period. That represents a saving of £19,700 based on when compared to a full-time salary of £20,000. Now let's consider the HR membership site itself. 100 businesses again paying £25 a month produces £2,500 worth of reoccurring revenue per month. And now imagine if there were 1,000 businesses paying £25 per month. That's £25,000 revenue to that business owner. This slide details the areas of learning that we cover, and of significant importance is claiming and setting up a web real estate. At the time of recording this video, March 2012, I believe that businesses have literally 18 months left before the media platforms of today reach maturity, and if businesses have not established their presence effectively online by then, they will have missed their greatest opportunity since the internet began. There's more on that if you'd like to read my blog post, and you'll see the link at the bottom of this slide. We also provide, as always, an understanding of the subject or platform and show how to set them up with the strategies to make sure they deliver results. Because of the depth of understanding required with some of these online platforms, we break the learning down into manageable bite-sized modules. Becoming familiar with the relevant technologies of the future, experiencing and becoming competent is key to true understanding and sustainability. This is one of the main reasons that webinars are used by ourselves in the internet marketing community. Webinars is our preferred medium for delivering learning. They normally last between 1 to 1.5 hours and are interactive, where attendees literally are able to look over the shoulder of the presenter. They're also able to ask questions. They can watch from the comfort of their own home or office, so there's no need for attendees to travel. That's cutting down on fuel and motoring expenses, no room hire, no cost for parking and overnight in hotels. It's absolutely efficient on time and money, and you get to use the latest technology, helping people to empower themselves. So why carlkilvington.com? Well, simply we understand the resources for the new economy, based on the technologies that are driving the changes in the prosumer age, where consumers will design the goods and services for the marketplace. We're part of the internet marketing community, working in real time and being part of the changes as they unfold, only one step behind the developers themselves. And as part of our community, we engage with web influencers, Facebook and Google, to name two of the biggest players. We continue to develop the latest strategies to create opportunities ongoing as technologies and applications and platforms mature. We have the latest and up-to-date know-how, tools and resources to meet the challenges ahead. And we believe in fostering collaboration, because when we all work together, everybody does better. Now, if you'd like to discuss any aspects of what I've shared in this video, I'd be delighted to hear from you. You'll find my contact details directly below this video. But in the meantime, this is Carl Kilvington. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye bye for now.